So this is a vanity that we pulled apart to get it delivered. I haven't taken a good look at it yet. It's vintage, it's not an antique. I mean, it is wood, but it has some nice hardware on it. I actually like the hardware, and I'm sure I'll keep it. This is the top. Sure, see, that's a laminate. I mean, that's a veneer. Not that that's bad, but you know, then we have the screws here. It's not that old. It's old, it's vintage, but it's not that old. It also has the mirror, big heavy mirror. I don't even want to turn it around. It's just hard to handle. And the little vanity bench, which I'll probably do something with. I like it. It's kind of cute. So this, something has to be decided with this. So I have to figure that out in order to use it as a, as a nightstand. Of course, it has the damage that was done, pulling it apart. So that part will have to be sanded. And then we have this too. See those curves? Let me back up. See the curve right here? I'd have to fill that and fill this. Now, my first thought, let me see what it's like on the outside. So this is okay. My first thought is to, build a little bonnet for the back that, comes up maybe an inch or so. And then I'll fill this indent. What I'll probably do is I'll cut this so that it's square. And then I'll put a piece of 1/4-inch trim in there on each side. That's how I'll treat that. And, a piece of 1 inch if I can find it. It looks like 1 inch, almost an inch. So this one is obviously a little bit more work, but more potential, I suppose. Oh, is this crooked? I think that's just tightened on in a crooked fashion. So, but yeah, I think we can make something cute out of that. And yeah, not sure how I'll handle that. So we'll see. So, vanity into side tables it is. So today, right now, I washed them down. I disinfected them, but I have to take the drawers apart and give those a good wash and check the insides. Remove the hardware. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Let's see. And then I have to measure those spaces right here. And if I can, I'm going to make the cut here and cut that out. Yeah. Yeah, because it'll be a lot easier for me to. Either way, I have to cut on an angle. I think it's easier to cut that out than it is to make an angle to fit. I don't know. You may feel differently about it. What's interesting about this is, to me, it looks like the back was finished. Oh, you know what happened? Someone probably put, like, you can see this finish. Somebody put like a poly finish on it, which is horrible. That's like the worst thing I would ever see. I don't mind when people paint things because, paint is a good preservative. It's a good finish for the most part. Unless it's latex. But my pet peeve is putting polyurethane on furniture. It's horrible. But anyway, so that's the plan for right now. So they weren't even really that dirty. I mean, yeah, I mean they have some stains, but it's not the kind of stain that like comes off on a rag. It was a little dusty. I mean, I can show you like, not that you want to see dirty rags, but you know, this was as dirty as it got, which, I mean, you wouldn't believe the stuff that I've seen. Well, I'm sure you would if you refinish furniture. Interesting. Let's see if I can get it so you can see it. It has little teeth. If you can see that. Interesting. Aren't they pretty? So they're missing the nail, but I can probably come up with them. Really nice.
Your Pandora Premium session has ended, but all your playlist songs and albums will be waiting for you when you return. Search and play.
So I'm not sure if I've shown you this before, but I don't always do it perfectly, but I try to keep my hours on each project. And it helps me price it in the end. I just simply do a cost per hour, and I don't charge, obviously, for either mistakes that I make or changes that I end up doing. It's just strictly the time that I put into it to get that finished project. I had to clean them before I brought them in. I'll clean them a little bit. So this is almost too big now. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Yeah, it actually fits well on the back. Let's move it off and see if it will work. Oops. So yeah, we'll do some sanding on it and round it out, and I think it'll work. So, I don't want to take too much off, so yeah, let's work on that. Okay. So I had to go out and buy some glue. It just gets so cold in here, you know, especially for the overnights. Okay, I really wanted to get that done before the end of the day. So tomorrow I'll have to cut out these circular things and find some wood to put in there. That shouldn't be as challenging. Not that this was challenging. I actually have fun doing that. I like working with wood. I like carving and shaping wood, even if it's by hand. Yeah. So, all right, let's leave those overnight and then come back in the morning. Let's take these clamps off. We have to work on these. So I'm going to square this off and try to find some kind of 1/4-inch piece to fit in there. I'm just going to half of these, I'm going to put and then I'll just sand off the other half. Let's see. Ouch.
This piece of wood, this long piece of wood here, whatever side is closest to the sun. So today it's the top side.
So yeah, I mean, I kept chipping it. I kept trying to square it off. I have to go in a little bit more with this. It's just too hard to cut a new piece to fit in there perfectly if you don't first cut this as square as possible. So yeah, I'm going to very gingerly try to take that out.
So I'm going to put maybe one up in through here. Maybe this is going to be kind of a nice smaller type of one in through here. And then I'll just give myself the edge. Oh, maybe I'm going to sneak it behind the edge of that window. There we go. So we got a nice pretty one in through here. And maybe I'm going to have this one. Maybe this one will have leaning over in this direction into the magenta. So brown at the bottom. And if this wasn't dark enough for you at the bottom, if you felt that you needed it to be a little bit darker, you could certainly bring in a touch of black. I just picked up more of the magenta just to
So like how made by Marley Decoupage, I'm just ripping the edges just to give me an easier blend line. Obviously there's a draw front, you don't need to do any of this, and then sand it around the edges as you would do with most decoupage paper. Now I'm ripped it out, I'm going to put the leaves aside yet, I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to use these or not. And I think the position is probably going to be not quite centred, right there is going to be the positioning. And I'm just going to be using more Bosch, and like all of our paper, it's dry underneath and will eventually smooth out. But that's the thing about, that's the thing that people get wrong. It's the thing that people don't appreciate, and it is that simple. If you haven't got glue underneath, it isn't going to stick. It is going to leave you that bump, and it's going to leave you that wrinkle. Now once you've applied the Mod Podge, smooth it out nicely, super smooth it out back. And that is the optimal sort of way to apply it. You don't want it to be thinking somewhere with the people doing this. About £20. It's a really edible blend. The transfer on it, but now doesn't match how just like that. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is this is where everything kind of, you've got to have a look at what's on the back, what's the colours in here. And the first thing I'm going to do is, once this part here is dry, is to black from this section here. But the rest, colours. I'm going to try and do a cushion to emulate black paper, with like some checks and maybe yellows and colours on the cushion. I'll blend out the lion, and I'll blend it down to where the cushion meets, and I'll blend the leaves up and around the arms. Yeah, I'm not going to use all of it because I want people to see that I can actually do here without having to only cover and print more. So I'm just going to maybe do something like this on the arms on both sides, leaving me enough, and I'll blend around it. So I'm going to whip this up, and I'm just going to glue these bits on this here, and then we'll work out what colours and then start to bring up the piece. Okay? This is completely smooth. Once you let it dry again, you go to the back down. What I've got here, I've got some Emperor Silk, Annie Stone, some Barcelona, I'm having red and passion orange, some Athenian black, and here when I'm doing a blend, I like to have something to make my paint move.
So that looks pretty good. And I'm going to show you the drawers. So these drawers, the inside of some of these drawers, even though I scraped it, I'm going to try to sand this one a little bit with the mouse sander and see if I can get that stain off. If not, that's kind of a bummer. It looks like someone burnt the inside of it. I mean, look at that. That's really not good looking at all. So, and this piece will be for sale. So I have to do something about that. I don't know. I mean, I could use a drawer liner, or I could just take some paint and paint the insides of the drawers, because so we have another one over here. They're all kind of, you know, not the prettiest inside. So that isn't too bad. That will come out fine with the sander. But there's two drawers. Yeah, they just didn't, they kind of misused them a little bit. So I might have to take some paint and just paint the bottoms, which is kind of a pain in the neck too. It's kind of a detailed painting. So we'll see. So this has shellac. Let's see if I can focus. If we can get it focused. Yeah, it's the piece of veneer. It's just a, you know, an extra piece. So what I did was I put some shellac on it, and now I'm going to put some wood dye, walnut wood tone spray on it, just to see what color I'm going to get. So just try it out. So if it's close, you know, I can spray those new pieces that I put onto the side. So let's see. So that's actually not bad. it's actually super close. Even like that. So probably the only thing I'll have to work around is are the edges. You know, it was bad because I didn't get the grain and the veneer to go in the same direction. This is like a beautiful bookmark piece. So, you know, what I can try to do is to actually, you know, I have the thin pens, so I can actually try to kind of fake some of the grain once it's dry and see if I can hide it a little better like that. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little jig in a way so that I can spray just this. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the wood tone into a glass, and then I have a paintbrush. So while it's wet in the glass, I'm going to paint this right here. And I'm going to do that right now, now that I can see that this color will actually work. So far, I have repaired the veneers that were broken, and I'll give you a good look at that in a moment. The legs are sanded down a bit. The tops are taken down, and this back panel, this little bonnet, I tinted the bonnets, and it's not too bad. It's not perfect. It's dark enough. It's the correct depth, but I need to do something to yellow up a little bit so it matches the tops. Yeah, I think the tops are as close to the natural as they could be. What I did was, this one had a beautiful pattern on it. It has a really pretty figure on the top and a very pretty color. This one wasn't as pretty, so what I did was I took some a dye stain, wood stain, and I sprayed it with the wood stain, the same color that I sprayed the bonnets. So it's not too bad. Let me give you a little better visual of the veneers. So this one came out really good. I pieced it, I mean, you can still see it, but I pieced in the veneer, and then I actually, because the pattern on the inset veneers was going like not in a pleasing direction, what I did was I took some dye stain and I followed the original figuring in the wood, which is a beautiful book match. This one you can see a little bit more, of course. And then this side was really damaged. If I had a big, huge piece of veneer, I may be able to fix it, but I mean, it's so big. They did so much damage when they ripped it apart. These pieces came out really nice that I carved in. Of course, the top looks really good. That was carved. So I'm happy with that. It's nice and smooth. Yep, the rest of it is sanded down just a bit. Part 2 will be the final design, which is going to be really, really special. Okay, first of all, thank you so much for watching this video. I took a taken apart vanity and made them into some end tables or side tables, most likely for a bedroom, but I suppose you could use them anywhere. They're a little high, so I think they would be perfect for a bedroom. The reason there's a part 1 and a part 2 is because I wanted to really concentrate on doing the design of these and spend some real time on it. I could have put some paint on it after doing all the wood repair and color correction, but I wouldn't be able to do it justice, I don't think. So in 2 weeks, there will be another challenge. It's by Meg of Lovely Jubbly Furniture, and it's a Diamonds and Glitter New Year's Challenge. And I'm going to submit these for that challenge, so I really hope you enjoy it. Thank you again for watching the wood repair. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a little different. I usually do a little bit of it in my videos, but I concentrated on doing most of the repair in this, so I hope you liked it. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think, if you're interested in the things you can do. I don't have a lot of tools. I obviously don't have a lot of things at my fingertips. I'm lucky enough to have this barn, so I have the room to do it. But a lot of things that I do are done on a shoestring, so I hope you can appreciate that. Maybe you have a beautiful shop, and that's wonderful. But even if you don't have a fabulous shop with all kinds of woodworking equipment and painting equipment, you can still do these things. It's enjoyable. It makes you feel like you've accomplished something. Know what I would do without being a bit creative. It just it makes the days go by in a much more pleasurable way. So the next couple of weeks will be mostly painting, so there's that. And then the third week, which is actually January 29th, look for the Diamonds and Glitter Challenge, and I will be part of that challenge with these 2 nightstands. So thank you again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I wish you all good and beautiful things. Not even. Did I have that on the right way? That was stupid.